God, just the soundtrack and I am already hyped for this. Hello everyone, and welcome to the much requested Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I was really hyped for this game as a kid when I read about it in magazines, an RPG where we play as a vampire, set in the modern day, in the slums, you know? This dystopian world that kind of blends sci-fi and horror and fantasy. It's got that dark 2000s thing going for it that so many movies had, things like Constantine and Underworld. And I am here for this. You guys have been asking me to play this for a really long time, and I've wanted to, but I've always thought, okay, it's an RPG, you never know how long something like this is going to take, it's a huge commitment. However, there is one particular section of this game that I really want to show. It's something I read about years ago, and it's supposed to be really creepy. This is quite an old game from the early 2000s, and so I had to install an unofficial patch in order to get it to run. And not only does it run, it seems to perfectly scale itself up to 4K, complete with larger UI. And in the course of doing this, I found out it actually runs on the Source engine, which is insane to me. But whatever, let's see what this game is like. It's something I've missed out on for so long. A new game starts with creating a new character. Would I like to answer a series of questions about the type of vampire I'd like to play and allow the game to create my character? Go directly to the character sheet and set your character's clan, gender, history, attributes, abilities, and disciplines yourself. Or replay some Bloodlines missions as a human hunter from the Society of Leopold. Okay, I don't know what any of that is, hence the spoiler tags, but this is super interesting. We can decide whether we want to be more generalized or if we want to make our character from the ground up. Let's allow the game to guide us a bit. This is our first run. Okay, we'll be a male. You're in a hospital, looking for the doctor who's late on his blood payments. A nurse steps in front of you and says, "You can't go in there. It's restricted to medical staff only." Do I toss her aside like a ragdoll and keep going? Or show her my fangs and send her fleeing in fear for her life? Intimidation feels cool, more so than a raw display of power. You're at a nightclub having a good time and you realize you're out of money. No cash, no fun. Do I seduce somebody and have them pay for my drinks? Time it just right so I can snatch a bottle when the bartender isn't looking? Or go home and read a book or listen to music? I do love more subtle uses of power, but I think, me personally, my taste is I would go home. What am I doing in the club anyway? Now, it's no coincidence that this questions and answers RPG format is here. I'm pretty sure this is based on like a long-standing tabletop line. An intruder has broken into your house and has entered the room. You have no choice but to confront them. Do I overpower them and wrestle them to the ground, breaking as many bones as possible? Grab the heavy lamp next to the bed and smash their face in? Or grab your gun and fire into them? You keep one next to the bed for this very reason. Nope, now's a time where in the privacy of your home you get to wreak havoc. Some drunken mortals attempt to pick a fight with you in a bar. Oh, I chose choice 1, I just realized you can't see the cursor. Some drunken mortals attempt to pick a fight with you in a bar. Do we trash the place with the fool's broken bodies? Or clear the place out with a wave of your hand? 2, obviously. A bouncer at the opening of an exclusive nightclub won't let you inside to party with all the beautiful people. Do you convince him you work for that director? You know who. And you'll bring him with you next time? Hide out by the back exit, wait for someone to leave, and then slip in undetected? Or bribe him. Everyone's got their price, and it's worth it to get to know the kind of people inside. I would slip in. I don't pay for what should be mine. On Friday, you left a drunken rant on your boss's voicemail. On Saturday, you sobered up and realized you had to erase it no matter what. What do? You know the side door's card reader is broken and can probably be hacked. All you need to do is slip in, erase the message, and sneak out. Or, you're an employee. Just show the security guard your badge, ask him about a sports team, laugh, walk in, erase the message, and say, "Have a good one, buddy," and walk out. I think some charisma goes a long way. The world's a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? I live alone. I don't need others. Just me, my dog, and to hell with the rest. And it may be cruel for you, but for me it's hilarious. Well, here's my thing. If I'm going to roleplay as a vampire, I like to think of myself as somebody who will definitely keep my own walls up, who gets what he wants, but is not necessarily thrilled by violence. Or maybe is thrilled, but doesn't seek it out. Maybe just enjoys those moments where I get to use it, but otherwise I like to keep on the down low. You have been embraced by the Gangrel clan, sometimes called nomads, loners, and introverts. The Gangrels spurn the trappings of civilization and prefer to roam the wilds in solitude. Known for having an uncanny connection with the beast within, some learn the power to shapeshift. After your tour of the character sheet, you may make changes to the character, or play as is. Okay, so this is pretty deep, and my understanding is that a sequel to this was released fairly recently, and the general consensus on that is that it is a good game in its own right, but it's not a good follow-up to this because it's much more shallow and straightforward. You are a member of the Gangrel clan, closest of all vampires to their inner nature. Gangrels have a keen understanding of the beast in their souls, and prefer to spend their nights in communion with the animals whom they so emulate. Their disciplines are animalism, fortitude, which is toughness, and protean, shape-shifting. Could be useful for stealth, though. This is your humanity. 7 is the norm, 10 is saintly, and the lower you go, the closer to the beast you become. Also, the lower your humanity, the greater your chances of frenzying. When a vampire goes into a frenzy, he loses all control and attacks any and all things around him. However, as you gain experience, you can spend experience points to increase your humanity. That is so cool. But I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go. That is actually very central to the premise of the game. This is where your Masquerade violations are displayed. The Masquerade is a code by which many vampires unlive. Anytime a vampire is seen doing a supernatural act by a mortal, it is considered a Masquerade violation. You have 5 chances, and each strike will have repercussions. If you commit 5 Masquerade violations, you'll be dealt with harshly. Now, I wonder if that's actually a hard game over, or if it just means we're effectively excommunicated and it's essentially the game on hard mode. Okay, so it seems we already have some things in a number of these skills. It's automatically done that for us, but maybe we allow some of these things to build up more and relocate some of these to what I want to do. Like, I don't care about firearms to begin with. That could be a mistake because, of course, I don't know the game. But let's have some stealth ability, which is, the ability to move silently and avoid being detected. Dodge feels like something we want. Security is locks and all. Okay, so that affects lockpicking. Neat. And when we hover over these things, we can look over at our feats and see what it affects. So this is a very, very nice UI. Let's get rid of dodge. I want to put it into intimidation. I want to do cool stuff like that. It may be a bad skill early on, but in the beginning, I'm punching stuff and killing stuff. Well, I'm role-playing as a vampire. Is that my character crouching in the back there? I just noticed that. So, if that's the case, we need to go full 2008 goth kid with this. So, Lucian. Probably already an NPC in there, and one of us is going to have to change. Well, so much for that.
Good evening. My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence. Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most children are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit! All I'm saying is that he better not do it.
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish. I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening. Your sire, tragic, my apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
The classic catchphrase. Oh, what a great intro. So, I have a lot of thoughts to get through, but in a very short amount of time, they were able to get a lot of information about this world and how it works across. And it's exactly as disorienting as it should be, as a brand new vampire who moments ago had no idea that this world existed. We're thrust into the middle of it where we have to infer so much since we're told so little. And so kind of getting your legs or your fangs is part of the experience, which is really, really smart. We learn that there's this whole hidden society. We learn that there's rules. We learn that there's different kinds of vampires. We got some hints at some of the relationships between some of them. And the idea of the Masquerade is so awesome because in an RPG, it's not just a power fantasy of being a cool vampire. We are very much the underdog, something that's presumably hunted. And so we are obligated to follow these rules to stay on the down low. In other words, it's a game about what it's like to be a vampire, not just a combat game where we are a vampire. And we've also gotten a good look at the style of this. I mentioned something earlier that I like to call urban spooky, but it's really more urban gothic. It was really popular at the time, and I just love it.
What a scene, man. Hoo-wee. Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so, why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
Sure thing, Bender. No, that's definitely John DiMaggio, right? Oh, fancy seeing you here. Who are you?
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa Monica with your hide and we'll trade life stories, okay? Till then, I got about this much time. You in or out?
What happened in there?
Don't worry, kiddo, you'll adjust. I'd love to explain it all, but time's a-wasting. You want some help or what?
Okay, I could definitely use the help.
All right. Why don't we, step out back here?
Yeah, let's get away from that horrible place.
Christ, it's stuffy in there, huh? This is much better. Now, we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, you know. Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet?
No.
Oh, man, we're popping a cherry here. You're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne. Blood's your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready, though, because, hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
What do I do?
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car.
So, what do I mean,
All right. You go down there casually. You creep up on him. Then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something. Because it'll come so naturally, you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
okay, I have to apply my prior knowledge, and I guess we can assume that at least the fictional idea of what a vampire is exists in this universe, right? Won't he become a vampire then?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain him dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill him.
Okay. So we don't have to turn them, and we don't have to kill them. It can be a harmless drain and run. No different from painlessly shearing the skin off a sheep. This is your blood pool. Blood is the fuel for your vampiric powers or disciplines. When your blood pool is low, you need to refill it. Humans are an abundant source of blood in most areas of the game. Alright, let's go. It's definitely got that source feel, although the art style is distinct. Feeding on humans fills your blood pool. To feed, approach your victim and press F when you're close. It's important that humans don't see you do this. Once you've begun feeding, this bar will appear, which represents their blood pool. Just gotta make sure not to drain it. Oh, it's so dark. Works for me. We'll go bit by bit at a time. And it's a terrifying thing. Our world closes around us, but okay, don't get greedy. And he stands there in a daze, having lost quite a bit. Okay, I'm definitely feeling a lot better.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what it's all about right there.
I don't know how I feel about it, but it does feel good.
All right, now, you got the blood, you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's our word for vampire. All kindred have a few things in common. Things that set them right square above humans on the food chain.
Like what?
Like sharper senses, a body that can take a beating, and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
So I'm gonna live forever?
Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Pfft, shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Got it. So that still applies. The mixing and matching, living in its own world, I really appreciate that.
Okay, now. The fuck is this? Look, you get inside here and head upstairs. We'll meet up in a bit. I'm just gonna go see what the ruckus is.
You do that. Sounds like we're getting raided. Okay, so this indicates we can open this door. Let's get out of here. Oh, wow, and what a jump we've got, even in the beginning, and presumably we can increase that. Yes, I know about jumping. Up and out we go. And now we can use that to
Come down here.
pick a lock.
Stay away from the windows. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid. Sabbat? They're, Christ, I was gonna spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat, well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
Vampire hunters, maybe? And are they able to use things like guns and lights on Sabbat?
The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the new prince.
A prince of?
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabbat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
What am I supposed to do?
Shh. Heads up. Back away.
Thank God for the big guy. Glad he's on our side.
Dumb, frenzied Sabbat bastards. Alright, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
There we go. Wait, how did I end up in this view? Z.
Shortcut. Well, nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
I had my moments.
Cool. Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabbat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
I see. So this is why we have to maintain our rules. Wait, I've still got that list of people from high school. Why not?
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and That's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
Huh. I get it.
Keep our secret secret and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
That is so cool how it's acknowledging like the difficulties and necessities of maintaining this masquerade in the modern day. But what do you mean? What could happen?
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the McGilla gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one.
Camarilla. So they're like the vampire good guys? Well, maybe lawful neutral.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I think some other time, maybe. I like to let people form their own opinions.
Alright, so what's next?
Alright, now don't worry, because I know the area a little. You know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Okay, but what does that mean exactly?
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
Alright, let's find it. We can read notes. Oh, password shop. Whoops. And it seems punching will immediately put us into third person. So we can go safe. Password shop. There we go. Unlock. Oops. And now we can, yep. Key card.
There we go. Now take that key card and head out the back. I'll meet you out in the alley there. I'm gonna check out things from topside.
Yeah, if stuff like this is happening from time to time, I don't see how this masquerade could be maintained. Okay, use that there. And get out of here. What an exciting night. But we never leave any bodies behind. Thanks for the help.
To unlife these Sabat Vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
What's the difference? Blood's blood, right?
Now, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
If you say so.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
Let's say I get a little overzealous. What happens then?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
The beast? What exactly does that mean?
The beast, it's always there, waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
So I can't kill anyone? That seems a little, restricting.
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
I think I follow. See, this is cool. It's got a morality system that is based around the curse. It's all about what kind of vampire we are, and this lore kind of allows for many different depictions from the past.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity, and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Got it.
All right, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Back in just a moment. Okay. Gotcha. And yeah, he is draining faster. But I'm okay, that's all I need.
Not quite as good, huh? You can do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing.
Worse than a bum's neck? That scarf tasted like old gym socks.
Now, give it a try.
Okay. Killing rats has no impact on your humanity score. However, humans do not react well when they see the rats being sucked on. See, this is what I mean when I say it's a game about being a vampire.
You rat sucker. Hey, I don't care what you do, but just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing.
You told me to do it! After tasting one of those, I don't blame them.
Keep it down. Got someone around the way here.
Just one guy?
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
Sneak
The
where?
building across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows. And don't let him see you.
I'll do my
All right,
best.
go.
Got a stealth bar. So I take it we'll probably want to stick to the shadows. And stay low and quiet. It's numerically described as well. Well, that was convenient. Still over there. Howdy.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
What makes you think that?
The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire.
How can that be?
He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that, make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
I'll do my best.
He is a vampire, so be ready.
I'll keep that in
Go
mind.
get him.
Alright, let's go get him. We can block with tab, it said. I guess right click is the heal. Look at that, we've got some numbers that shoot out when we do this. We can block with tab, ow, but it still hurts. And down he goes. Just a little bit of a brawl. And we can take a tire iron. I'm not the biggest fan of like the numbers flying out and stuff, but you know, it doesn't ruin it. It felt kind of nice, especially for a game of this era.
That's that. Sounds like you got another pack moving in, though. The Sabbat are going all out. Better head underground, avoid stray bullets.
Sounds like a
All
good
right,
strategy.
Down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
See ya. Hey there. Combat is not the only solution for sticky situations. You can also use your feats and disciplines in dialogue. When you're going to do this, your responses will show up in different colors, and when using the higher resolutions, different fonts that are indicated below. That's hilarious. There's like different fonts at higher resolutions. Of course, we're talking about early 2000s. So blue is a persuasion response. Pink is a seduction response. We can even be a sexy vampire. And green indicates intimidation.
Stop! You! Just stay back. Keep your distance. Now who the hell are you? You involved in all this? Because I'm gonna radio this in and SWAT will be all over this place.
Maybe I am. And maybe my fun isn't over just yet.
Look, I'm making $8.50 an hour watching car parts collect dust. I'm not about to take a bullet for this job.
Then show me the way out.
Yeah, okay. Alright, this way. This will lead us up to the warehouse. We can maybe sneak out that way.
Better stay here. It's too dangerous for you. I'm trying to be a good guy. I'm just trying to stay alive. Although I do enjoy this a bit much. I have no problem with freaking people out, but I won't kill them if I don't have to. When you're in a position to perform a stealth kill, you'll see the Darwin icon! Oh, I'm glad he's collecting royalties. Yep, that's that animation. Yep. Snap. Wow, you got bona fide.
What's going on? Sounds like the Sabbat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
So we can use blood buff. We can scroll to see our... Oh, there's a whole bunch of vampire powers. And that gives us a temporary boost. So right-click and try this. Yeah, we can actually see exactly what buffs it gives us. And now we're in. But of course we can't do that all the time without feeding. It's telling us to use Fortitude to buff ourselves. And kill him. Whoa. Yeah, we got him. We surely got him. I don't take it I can take blood from vampires?
I think they're clearing out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here and come to an elevator around the way.
Meet you there.
You're there. Don't let them catch you.
If I'm not there in 10 minutes, call the president. Oh, what? He's got nothing to say about my awesome joke? Protean is the vampiric power manifesting different bestial abilities and forms. Look at that. Oh, there goes you. So there's all these ways we can buff ourselves in the moment. And I guess even the ability to see in the dark, technically. Animalism is the vampiric power that controls nature. Use this to incapacitate you, it says. And move by. Oh, what? Can I not just run over and kill you? I can pick up an object and throw it. Yeah, this is a very dense tutorial. Pick stuff up. Ooh, it's even physicsy. Alright, yep. You'll go that way. And I go this way.
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf. Oh, man. I'm here thinking it's Sabbat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood.
So what do we do?
Yeah, they've probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots in it will take down a human.
Thanks.
I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped.
Useless against vampires?
Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart, I tell you.
I hear
Head
you.
up and clear out what's left. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this. I'm gonna make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
Okay. So, we have the ability to use that to our heart's content. However, I am going to want to take it a little bit more slowly. I'm meant to kill who all's up here, but I'm hoping I can drain somebody.
Where you going, man?
There we go. You're taking your shots in the moment, but yeah, we can totally do this in combat. Oh wait, hang on. We seem to be somewhat bad with this thing. Hardly more useful than just doing it myself. Although I suppose that depends on our abilities and how we build ourselves out. Okay, well, you guys came to the wrong neighborhood, that's for sure.
Just like that, and it's all over. Everyone slinks back to their corners of the city for the night.
That's it? It's all over?
Until the next night, when the Camarilla finds some way to strike back. Parry, dodge, spin and all that, and so on and so on and so on.
So, this is normal?
Well, to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. The Camarilla, the Sabbat. Now, in LA, these are the new kids on the block. There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. A lot of tension out there. A lot of fear. A lot of jittery, high-strung predators clinging to their little pieces of eternity. Oh, boy. Oh, I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. Was hoping to fill you in on a little bit more, but... hell, you'll figure it all out.
We had the chance to try to convince you to let us keep the gun. Well, after a good day's sleep, and here's your gun.
If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's this bar downtown here. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
For as deep as this tutorial was, it's got a lot to fill us in on. So, here's our safe house. May not be much, but it's ours. And I guess it's marginally better than the other apartment, since we haven't had time to ruin it yet. Look, it's even got multiple pizza boxes, with the pizzas still inside and uneaten. What are we doing with our lives? We can still eat pizza, right? Hey, the password for your computer is Sunrise. Keep the cash in the drawer. It's yours. I dropped you an email with my address. Come on over and we'll get you settled. At your convenience, please come and visit me in my home downtown. I leave you this to guide you. Dark blood, our curse, a light, this verse. Such power I sense in one so young. Come find me where burns the mystical sun. M. Strauss, Shamir Regent. See, it's all this fantasy stuff combined with this urban setting. I can't get enough of this style.
As the Elizabeth Dane.
We can turn on the TV and watch it.
Of the crew, though the Coast Guard are asking any ships that had contact with the Elizabeth Dane to assist them in their search. We'll have more on this story as it breaks. A massive gelatinous creature that washed up on the beaches of Providence, Rhode Island, has scientists scratching their heads. Found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile away, the mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus. Though marine biologists that have examined the monster have commented that they have never seen anything like it in the cephalopod family before. They speculate that it could be from a yet undiscovered family of sea creatures. In other news, an apparent third victim of the Southland slasher has prompted the closing of the Santa Monica Pier, where the body was found earlier tonight. Investigators say the scene closely mirrors those of slayings in Glendale and Long Beach. In both cases, the bodies of the victims were described as torn apart, though details are being withheld from the public at this time. Police urge...
Well, I'm biased, but I think maybe somebody might not be keeping up the masquerade. So one, a reminder from LaCroix. Mercurio will contact you when you arrive in Santa Monica. Waste no time in meeting with him. Hey, welcome to town. Come on over to my place once you get situated, and we'll talk about what you'll need to get the job done. I'm gonna pick up explosives right now, some astrolite. I should be back by the time you come over. I'm at 24 Main Street in number 4. Walk to the end of the alley, and my building is the next one on the right. Okay, so no arrows showing us where to go. From a friend. The game begins. A pawn is moved. Well, let's pay no mind to that. And get out of here. Carnival of Death. Gruesome remains found on the pier. And it says quest log updated, so I guess, you know, we can go investigate this if we like. Man, this is so cool.
You got some change, mister?
I do, but not for you.
asshole!
Sure. Well, I don't really need to fill up right now. Okay, of course we gotta go see what that's about. And here we are, we're just in this open world. It's got those 2000s limitations, but here we are. And I've always thought that a big part of RPGs, and something that many modern RPGs have lost sight of, is how cool it is to just be something. I mean, role-playing game, it should go without saying, you want to play a role. But it's very easy to get mired down in, like, stats and min-maxing. And this game understands what's really important, I think. I'm entering Elysium, the domain of a powerful vampire. You okay, buddy?
Those mothers ripped me off. I'm dying here.
You look like it. What happened to you?
I went... what is this lump? Is this my rib? Oh, holy shit, my rib is poking through my side? Oh, I'm all numb. You gotta look and tell me.
I don't even know what to say. Cut the crap and tell me who did this, or I'll finish the job.
All right. Jeez, you think you were the one laying here with his guts hanging out? It was that freaking chemist. Guy mixes up speed, his crew sells it. Occasionally does explosives. I set up a drop. I show up at the beach with the money, right? 4 of his guys, they come out of nowhere. Junky pricks hit me with a bat. It feels like I got a friggin' horse kick in it. I never should have gone alone. Amateur move. I should have handled those pricks. Goddamn dirty Cali rat bastards. Those cocksuckers beat me rotten, left me for a stiff. I had to crawl to my car, crawl my ass up here. The vamp blood's the only thing holding me together. But shit, they got the money, they got the astrolite.
Where are these bandits?
Those small-time sons of bitches live out in a dump on the beach. 4 or 5 of them. The one's got the explosives is Dennis. Got my money too, that prick.
How do I get it back?
You gotta get it back from him. Maybe reason with him, maybe break in. I don't know. I want to kill him. Do whatever you people do. I blew it, I know.
You know, you're not what I expected. Really funny and charming to hear you guys talking like you're out of an 80s crime movie. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, if you could... Oh, something just started leaking. I need something for the pain.
Okay, I'll bring something back for you.
One more thing. About the deal. I mean it. You tell anyone about this, I'm dead. I'm begging you. I got a way of getting people what they need. You don't say anything, I can help you out.
Sounds like a deal. We'll let a potential blood around if only we can lure them off. Oh, the beach. You access it through the parking garage. Wow, they really funnel you through here just to cause those horrible encounters.
I've seen a lot of shocking things in my time on the force, but that pier, that's the kind of thing that makes you lose your faith in humanity.
I gotta say, it's the second worst thing I've ever seen.
Poor bastard down there is torn in 2. By the looks of it, you'd think someone tied him to 2 horses and raced them in opposite directions. What could you have possibly seen that was worse than what's down there?
It was about 3 years ago up in Malibu. Found this guy on the beach. Looked like, I don't know, an animal attack.
Shark bite?
Nah, I've seen shark bites. This was something different. Like whatever killed him knew what it was doing. The head was missing, the hands were missing, and there were these huge slashes. But...
Bullshit.
No. Guy was literally slashed to ribbons. The worst part was I was waiting for the meat wagon and I felt like something was watching me. I swear on my badge today that there was something just out of sight. For a split second, I thought about wanting to the squad card and getting the hell out of that place. To this day, it makes me wonder what's really out there.
Maybe it was a werewolf. Woo!
All right.
Or a vampire. Ugh.
Forget it. See, this is why you didn't get invited to Hernandez's wedding, Ted.
We are the monster. We are the thing in the shadows. And every once in a while, even if we live in our own world, we get to peek a little bit at what's on the other side. So is this gets us to the beach? Hey, who are you?
Up there. Through that chain link gate and up those stairs.
What?
Those men you are looking for.
How did you know I was looking for someone?
Never mind. You wouldn't understand.
Try me. No, seriously, I would definitely want to press that further. Warm myself by the fire in the rain doesn't count as sunlight, right? There's a wooden stake bobbing in the waves. So what's that about? So you say they're up there. But what's next? Says this is a combat area, and thus we can do as we please. I think it's usually best to maintain stealth for as long as you can, right? Oh, look at this. We can move this. There we go. So sneaking is an option.
I broke my ring when I was beating on that Mercurio guy.
Wear rings.
Some people wear rings.
A lot of girls.
Okay. So they're being quite gleeful about it.
And I don't remember you wearing suit.
We could kill the power, and we will.
What the? Dude, who turned off the power? I was just about to unlock Shen
Fix the
Long.
lights, damn it!
You turn on the power, bitch.
Fix the lights, Get the lights or I'll shove that control up your ass, Al.
All right, man.
Wow, I've never heard game NPCs, like, realistically talk over each other like that. So does that mean that somebody's coming to fix things? Yes, they are. Now, why do you always have to get the lights? That gun's not gonna protect you.
Goddamn lights.
You are quite tasty. Oh, as an RPG, this is so cool. It's also a bit of an immersive sim, I guess, but hey, I guess you did ultimately get the lights back on. Now I've got a gun. Oh, look, there's a plane up there. These environments are so detailed. We can even see distant places that aren't part of this level. Okay, do we try sneaking up on you? I don't trust the angle you're standing at. But look at it this way, maybe. Sneak in and bum rush it? Look, we have a knife available. And we can use our... let's use that. And we can use our blood buff if we need to. Two from here. Aha, here's your lab. Got the astrolite. But Mercurio did also ask for his cash back. And I'll tell you one other thing. I don't believe in leaving this stuff unanswered. I was trying to feed on you, but I guess you were just sort of okay with all that? I am sucking you dry, and from the slowness and, well, the look of you, I'm guessing you're the boss man. Well, you were anyway. Thanks for the ammo. Now, who else? Ah, who cares? We can handle it. This stool ain't gonna get in my way. There we go. Now, the guy outside. Why don't we try loading us up? Wow, that's really not doing much to you. I was way better off when I was in my bloodlust phase. Well, anyway, that takes care of that. There's a clinic over there. Next thing's next. We should probably see about getting you some painkillers. What is going on back there?
Need something, pal?
As a matter of fact, no. Goodbye. Hey, I'm gonna need some painkillers right now.
Wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Okay.
Lovely evening.
Am I really just waiting around for this?
It's a nice night out, huh?
Please, wait your turn and you'll be seen.
Okay, I don't want to deal with somebody with psychic powers like you apparently have.
Must be delish.
Oop, she looked away. Now, what do we see back here? Look at that. All we needed to do was wait for her to look somewhere else. If we do a blood buff, perhaps we can get in here? There we go. And it looks like Dr. Malcolm isn't home. Morphine. Oh, that'll do good stuff. We could search through this were we a hacker. But we're not, so we're just gonna get out of here. This is the kind of stuff I wanted to do with this playthrough. I love stealth and RPGs. Anyway, no need for now. Dangest thing, I am suddenly cured. This cavernous space with piano playing from somewhere within. Sounds of laughter in other apartments, and a trail of blood leading around the corner. I love how even this stuff is all so gothic. Hey, you dead? I would really like it if you weren't. Mercurio? I brought you some morphine. Hold still.
Oh, holy Christ, I needed that.
Also, I got the astrolite.
Yeah? Did you waste those sons of bitches?
Yep. They left me no choice.
Good. Great. Hope it was painful. Did you get my money back?
No, I didn't find it.
Damn. I could have used that money to buy myself some new kidneys. Anyway.
What's the story with this astrolite?
That astrolite? Twice as powerful as TNT. Instant demolition. Be on the other side of the world when you engage that timer. You need to make someplace disappear. A warehouse. Looks to be a Sabbat interest.
What do you know about this warehouse?
I heard a lot about that operation. Well, I'd love to get in there, get my hands on the equipment they've been unloading. But it'd be suicide to walk in there. Got a small army of trigger-happy types, and they're all packing. I don't know, maybe,
Maybe what?
There's a guy. I never met him, but I heard a lot about him. His name is Tongue. Bertram Tongue. He's one of you types. If there's anyone who knows more than me about this city, it's him. Unfortunately, Tongue's hiding out at the moment.
Why?
Tongue's laying low because of Therese. Therese Vorman, you know her? Anyway, word is Therese and Tongue are feuding. I don't know the details. My take's that Tongue thinks he's about to get whacked, so he's gone underground till Therese calls it off. If you want to put that warehouse into orbit anytime soon, you're gonna have to get Therese to call off the feud.
Okay, where do I find her?
She and her sister Jeanette, they run the asylum. Some freaky customers frequent that place. I try not to do business there.
Yeah, they're the ones behind all those direct-to-DVD movie ripoffs. That way to the asylum, I take it.
Need a date?
No, I don't. I've got a date with destiny. Which sounds kind of sad when I say it that way. Alright, now I have read a little bit about how to get to what I'm doing, and I believe you get it through this place. So even if it's not the quest you're putting me on, it's still something I need.
Ooh, what do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little boy. Like fabric softener dew on freshly mowed astroturf. I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
What the hell's your problem?
Oh, I was just thinking about this delicious little pancake who came into my club and wasn't so sweet because he was soaked in vinegar.
Okay, don't you have more scheming to do for the Joker? Who are you?
I'm the finger down your spine when all the lights are out. I'm the name on all the men's room walls. When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile. And everyone always wants to know who is that girl.
You know what? Forget it. I don't care.
Aren't you just the teeniest bit curious about me? Come on, don't be shy. Say the right thing, and I just might bare my soul. Or something else.
Nope, it's a commercial product. I don't believe you. Anyway. Like I said, leave me alone. I couldn't... Oh, you might have useful information.
I am Jeanette. And this bit of chaos crammed in a certifiable giggle is my club. I just love to give you funny feelings all night, sweetheart, but I really must trouble with some business. We'll reunite sweet and soon, I promise.
Soon can't come soon enough. Goodbye. Private elevator. Good to know, but I believe the one we're really looking for is your sister. Good thing there's music playing, because this place actually looks pretty sparse, doesn't it? Pretty awesome in-game soundtrack here, I must say. I don't know what it is about, like, this sort of culture that maps so well onto vampirism. Can't use the back rooms. Maybe we can follow you? We cannot. Maybe I should have showed a bit more interest. Maybe you can help me?
Get something for you, Chief.
I'm looking for Therese. Know where I can find her?
Therese? She's upstairs. She said she had business to attend to, but I can hear her and Jeanette bickering from here. Why do you need to see her?
I need to talk to her.
Yeah, I hear that from everyone, pal. She expecting you or something?
She's not expecting me, but she'll like what I've got to say.
Alright, look, I'll cut you a break because we're busy here. I'll buzz Therese, tell her you're coming. Take the elevator over there. If I hear that you're not supposed to be there, you and me are gonna have a little heart-to-heart. You hear me?
Sure thing. I can still hear it faintly down there. Carnival of Death.
Last time I looked, it was called Santa Monica, not stuck-up bitch. Oh, bogus. Can't even look at you sometimes. Oh, Therese, you really do paint a flattering portrait of me with your turn-of-the-century vibe. I always assumed you could do nothing but look down on me. Just the sight of you. The sight of that wicked, tainted pout, concealing that dirty, diseased mind. Sin! You have no shame. Let she who is without sin pass the fierce tone. Go ahead and mock me. You pull your pranks, make fun of my ways. It suits you. You're just one big joke. Don't you call me that! Should I start calling a duck a pig as well? I'm your sister. How can you treat me like this? That's it, Jeanette. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything, as always.
So they're water and oil. Could use that information. Oh, wow. Oh, that is beyond creepy, and I love it. Let me hang that on my wall.
Please, come in. I do apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality's a necessary evil.
I believe you're the same voice actress also. So, I guess that means you're Therese?
Therese Vorman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica?
So I'm like a vampire or something?
Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you. But then, what reason would I have not to hate that loathsome Nosferatu scoundrel? Bloody Nosferatu. They're so unclean.
Is that a word for those who have allowed their animalistic side to take over? Anyway, why do you hate him?
He meddles in my affairs. He's a bad influence on my sister, and she on him. If you were in my place, would you let him compromise your authority? You most certainly would not. I'd quite like it if I never had to hear that name again.
Then you can put out the word that you've got no feud with him?
Why would I do that? Let him think I mean to kill him. That way I don't have to worry about him sabotaging everything. Do you realize how his subterfuge makes me look to the Camarilla?
That's unfortunate, but I do need to see him.
Tongue and his co-conspirators' actions ruined my chance at partnership in a crucial piece of property. I do have several other promising ventures, and one in particular has been, to say the least, an ordeal. I'd be willing to put the word out that my grievances with Tongue have been swept under the rug, but in return, you'll have to help me remove a particularly burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in.
I'm listening. I believe this is what I'm looking for. A spirit? You mean a ghost?
Oh, I forgot. You're still new to this. Allow me to break you in. Yes, ghosts exist. Werewolves, mummies, and I'd expect a whole lot of other things I've never seen share the night with us.
Wowie, that's cooler than vampires. I hope I get to meet a ghost. Okay, so what do I have to do to get rid of the ghost?
Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back.
How lucky is this? In an RPG, the mission I've heard about and wanted to play for 14 years is so close to the start. And what if I can't find one?
If you have to tear the building apart, do so. 3 construction crews have already refused to go back to work because they've been spooked, so to speak.
Okay, how do I fight a ghost?
You don't. They're perfectly harmless.
Well, I hope for your sake you're right. And by your, I mean mine. Okay, I'll do it if you promise to call off the feud.
Oh, I fully intend to do so. You'll find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold.
Business? Is that what it's called when a dog fetches a stick? I'm just gonna go with 2. I respect that, and I appreciate it. Goodbye.
Before I forget, take this. The only way to reach the Ocean House this time of night is through a tunnel in the sewers. You'll need that key to open the gate for that tunnel.
If that's what it takes to get the job done.
If you'll excuse me, I've got situations to set straight.
Goodbye.
Huh, what a disgusting name. They're full of germs, you know. Tongue. Huh, what a disgusting name.
You know, I feel like this is the one game that can get away with poorly rendered reflections. But yeah, we are doing this in an attempt to upgrade a playlist that I have not gotten to play with in such a long time. And that's creepy levels from normal games. Now, this is not exactly a non-creepy game by any stretch, but I always love it when a game hits you out of nowhere with a level that is uncharacteristically horror-focused. Here we go. Neon-lit alleyway at night. This is the kind of thing that makes people want to sit in these worlds. It's sleazy, it's gross, and it's a little touch of power in being something that is on the fringes. This is exactly what, like, counterculture is all about. There we go. Thankfully, there's a nice little tourist map right here. So we are here. Wow, this place is so leaky that it's even raining down here. We just insert our key and go see what awaits. Can you feel the spookiness already? It's the kind of building that feels like it's looking at you, isn't it? I'm worried, though. All the construction crews scared off, and nobody willing to work here at night. We are not going to have a steady supply of blood, are we? Find anything here? Not from the look of it. Ooh, we can get a couple of keys. The front door. Hey, I'm locked in. This thing started itself up. I wonder if the spirits within are trying to keep me away, trying to scare me off. Well, unfortunately, I won't go that easy. Let's see what awaits. Oh, I am so in the mood to be Scooby-Dooed. Sounds like the storm is picking up. Good thing we've got a roof over our heads, huh? Alright, we've got a couple of points to spend. And see what there is to find. Oh, these environments are like a classic haunted house. Everything is acting up here, ow! And actively hostile as well. Cobwebs and flickering lights and creepy old faces staring us down as we walk. Well, I'm pretty sure that's John Brown. Yeah, no, there's nothing to fear from him, and in fact, I would imagine that many of these are known historical figures. These doors are boarded up from the inside! Okay, so I was a bit focused on what I thought would be combat with a clear-as-day axe murderer. I thought there would... I swear I heard a whisper over my shoulder. Hey, if you're just gonna keep up with the haunted house, I am more than willing. I can't tell if that's the wind whistling down the open elevator shaft or the cries, the chorus of the condemned. Oh, like... That very nearly squished me. And I'm hearing rattling all over. I really hope we're not dealing with the Bone Brigade on top of all of this. Oh. He's watching, he said. Oh no, I see your tells now. Family missing. Fire department searches Ocean House for remains. A family went missing here? Well, that gives us a nice spooky backstory to think about as we walk down these halls. Maybe it was the Shining situation. Oh. I would really appreciate if you would stop that. Ow! Whoa! And we fell into the basement and no doubt lowered the property value in the process. And the echo of a grand piano throughout the place. Alright, something tells me this isn't gonna work. If it doesn't, we can try a blood buff. I shouldn't be using these things now, actually. No, it requires a much higher skill anyway. Maybe we can get the power restarted? Not from here, I don't think. Oh, it is so dark down here. Oh, like... I expect, like, shadows and phantasms, not what looks like flesh and blood people, clear as day. Way out? What do you want? 8. Okay, so forget any of those lockpicks. Oh! Oh, great. Hey, that wall looks like it can be knocked down. Okay, what do we have in the way of melee? Can use this. There we go! Use our vampire strength. There's a note here. Hotel Hell, child's severed head found in hotel laundry room. Same quiet room we just walked through ourselves, unaware. That piano that's been playing punctuated my discovery. Like, I unlocked a bad memory. Wait, no, I have to go back and investigate. And the door's locked. Closed behind me. Something's trying to trap me down here. Oh, we're back here. We can look. I hear something. I swear I just heard something. I can't believe what a good job this game is doing of building tension. We just heard that story. Do you dare take a look? Ocean House boiler room key. Okay. Who's out there? I heard her going this way. This is where she was running before, right? That's where we were. Ready to fight? We were told ghosts are harmless. They're definitely able to annoy us, so I'm pretty sure you were there for just a moment. But it's so dark I can't even tell. Let's close the gate behind us and get the power on. I feel like I should get out of here. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. This is not... I've entered the haunted mansion. This is back to here. But not you. Is the elevator working now? Well, that's not great for me, is it? Okay, noted. You guys function like landmines. Let's get some healing done. Ow. And you're gone when I arrive, of course. Ow. That's really, really annoying, you know that? A child's room. I guess you saw something in Daddy, huh? So one of the children's head found downstairs. Daddy the apparent murderer. Where are the other two? Here. The upstairs key. Are they the happy couple? Get out. Classic. I feel like I'm just like an auditor going through and rating this hauntings performance. But nobody checking in. You know, it's kind of funny how much this is a blend between a classic ghost house and actually genuinely creepy. Grand opening. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Maybe it didn't get to stay open for all that long. Okay, how are we getting upstairs then? Don't have time for the likes of you. I can't use this either. Over here then. I can hear the sounds of a neighboring party. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Almost like somebody was trying to get rid of evidence. Anything around the corner? No, no, no. There we go. I feel like I need to have a heart-to-heart with the bartender about that time I accidentally hurt my kid. Murder-suicide. Ocean House killer, possibly responsible for Inferno. I would say it's a pretty safe bet, wouldn't you? Oh, we're using the dumbwaiter. may not be the best idea, but they don't call it a smart waiter. Open up. Straight back into the bowels. Sounds like we're getting closer to the source of that music. Fortunately, there's a lot of things that could become airborne in a hurry. Great. Help me. I found a diary. You're looking for help. Okay, now what? You've discovered a journal in the Ocean House. According to its contents, a jealous husband murdered his wife and family because of a locket. The murderous ghost of the husband means to keep her trapped here forever with him, and she seems to be trying to help you find a way to free her. Man, it has been a wild couple of days for this guy, huh? What do you mean? Also, there are better ways to get my attention. Wow, they're doing magic bullet stuff out here. Doors open. Go, get up. We can break that down. Smash. Okay, we don't even need a weapon for that. We can just use our raw vampire strength. You know, it is pretty funny that I'm going through a classic haunted house plot, and I'm a vampire. Oh, what's the worst that can happen? Yep. I moved out of there as quickly as possible. Come on. I am not where I needed to be. There we go. Yep. This must be the top floor. I don't like the shadows inside that closet there. Well, now we've got to turn around. I could feel that dark closet behind me. You know, it definitely sounded like the laugh came from within the closet. Is there anywhere else I should search? Oh! Am I being helped or am I being led? Let's wait for everything out there to blow up some more so there's fewer things to come at me. Nothing. The soundtrack in this place, it's coming alive. No wonder this place is more an investment opportunity than anything. Yeah. I'm gonna go the other way. What else is here? On the one hand, I want to help free you, but on the other, I don't want to miss any of the spooks. Scarlett Torkelson, circus performer. Biography of 1930s circus performer Scarlett the Perforated Lady Torkelson, best known as the assistant to Shaky Sil Manfredi, the notorious epileptic knife thrower. This book rages your dodge talent. Well, dodge certainly would be useful here. What's in the master suite? A chest, first of all, with nothing in it. Okay, let's see what we can find. This place is absolutely ravaged, and look! It's even got the ghost of the fire that consumed it. We can see the lighthouse all the way out there, a distant oil rig. Santa Monica's a spooky place, isn't it? You know, in the lobby, this place didn't look so bad, but up here... Oh, it's like it's happening all over again. Ow. Oh, I can't see a thing. Fires, you're actually helping guide my way now. Wait, I actually really need to heal. Ow. Yes, I'm very, very low on blood. You're showing it to me as it was. And you simply fade away to silence and the sound of the night. So this is what started it all. Now we need to return it somewhere. Hey, that door's open now. Yep. And we made it. I had a look at a guide, and apparently we cannot complete this quest right now. I'm talking about the one to free the spirit. We'll have to go back first. But I'm gonna need some blood, and soon. Until next time, Hotel, I hope you get the new life you deserve. Nice guitar music to play us out, huh? You know, it's kind of like Stalker. We can debate the merits of the gameplay or the voice acting or the quests, but ultimately the reason people want to come back here is the vibe. And this game is pure vibes. I can listen to this. Alright, I need to get myself a meal. I don't see anyone around. Just out of sight enough. That wasn't much, but it got me something. Hey, you're right outside the clinic. I'm sure you can find medical attention. What is that? A gold ring? Oh, you. I'm looking for your sister?
Not even a knock? I could have been undressing. And who knows what I would have had to do to you. You're here to see Her Royal Majesty Queen Victoria, aren't you?
Yeah, I need to see Therese.
Therese is out making a show of how well her lips fit on the pants seat of the Camarilla. Did you happen to find her chastity belt or something?
I'd rather discuss this with Therese.
So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you?
I'm not giving it to anyone but Therese.
I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
As much as I would love to say 3, I'm going to try 2.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
I understand, but I still can't give it to you.
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you?
2 lifetimes and you still act like this? I'm sorry to hear that, Jeanette, but I really need to give it to Therese.
Fine, you hold on to it. Since you are so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
Everybody wants a favor. Meanwhile, Mercury is still bleeding to death. Alright. It depends on what it is.
Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
What do I need to do?
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
Now that seems like my kind of job. Alright, maybe we can do something yet. I'll be back when it's finished.
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long. Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Duckling.
Oh, that's reassuring. What, they're gonna come to life and attack me or something?
I see you.
Yeah, go amuse yourself. Howdy. Looking to drain yourself? Here, I can help you with that. I do believe this is where I'm heading. Man, you up the resolution and frame rate, and it is insane how good this game still looks. Locked. Okay, so how are we getting in? There's a door to the left here. Excuse me, Mr. Police Officer, I'm trying to find the password. What about that alleyway? Can we slip around you? There's a door there. And not a better way around that I can see.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you are committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
And what if I don't leave?
Oh there. I'm afraid you'll have forced me to report a 453. Now that's disobeying a direct order from the security staff. Believe me, you don't want that kind of thing on your record, pal.
You have a gun?
Easy, Chief. I have a Class C weapon license that allows me to carry a blunt striking implement for defensive purposes. But when things get hairy out here, and believe me they do, I pull out the midnight special. Now, we don't want that, do we?
Just asking. I'll go now, bye. I'm not afraid of you, the problem is we're on the street.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Wow, you are awful at your job. Okay. Now, what is this lock gonna take? That was nothing. Okay, how about we slash this place up? Cain cursed by God. Well, that seems like a thing. Cain meets Lilith. Cain slays Abel. Cain spurns Lilith. Do we need to do these in a certain order? Cain slays Abel. Cain cursed by God. Okay, wait, where's the other one? Cain meets Lilith. There we go. And then Cain spurns Lilith. So we're just watching this happen, huh? Oh, hey, it's a blood beast. Wait. Stack advantage. It's a boss fight. Melee. We can improve our melee attack. Let's do that. That's all we've got. Okay. Dealing damage. Oh, you're dealing damage too. Big damage. Come on. Oh, look at that. You've got claws. You've got real claws. Come on. Deal that damage. Big damage. Yes. Could we really not soak up like any of that? Okay. Blood heal then. Use the rest on rapid healing. Any more? Not nearly enough. Alright, something about a lockbox. Do we have to? Our characters seem to have some misgivings about taking this. Wait, it says completed. You slash the paintings in the gallery for Jeanette, possibly making some kind of statement in the process. Okay, no, the quest counts as completed. You slash the paintings in the gallery for Jeanette, possibly making some kind of statement in the process. That is so funny. Can we just go out the front? Oh, we can just go out the front. We don't even need to pick the lock. Which is just as well, because you're heading back. I don't know why you left in the first place, but if that's a bug, I'm more than happy to accept it. Now that this is out of the way, can I please find out where you are?
What were you thinking?
About...
The museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Yeah, I figured this might happen. But...
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
I didn't do it, I swear!
Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
At least I got your item from the Ocean House, and a diary, too. Here, take them.
My museum is wrecked! Do you understand? Now, if you'd like to atone, or if you'd like to provide further assurance of your innocence, I have one more task that has to be dealt with.
We had an agreement.
We had an agreement. You blew that agreement. Even if my sister was at fault, you played into her hands. And I've all but had her destroyed for her actions against me. In fact, I may have been too severe with her.
I need to talk to Tongue. Is there something I can do?
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
Okay. If I go, then the feud is off?
I want to see my sister. Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
Sure thing. I'm back here because I had a look in the quest menu and it says, by delivering the pendant to Therese, you've given her the means to free the spirits from the ocean house, thereby delivering the unfortunate wife to her eternal reward, and her murderous husband to, well, the other thing. I wonder what happens if we come back here now. Things still feel pretty spooky. It sure seems like everything's still pretty haunted. Yeah, but then again, maybe she's not the only spirit around here. After all, hotels have a lot of history. Ocean House Fire. Source of Inferno still a mystery to officials. This victim had this to say. So, that was Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. That's all I'm going to play for now, but there is so much to this. That's very clear to me. And I really like that, given its roots, it's not afraid to be a real RPG, where our choices shape not only the way we play the game, but how things progress, and what kind of person we are in this, which is really what a good RPG does. But as for the reason I'm here, this was a really cool oddball level. And it's placed so early on. Many, many years ago, I read about how creepy this was, and I've wanted the opportunity to try it out ever since. And I always held off on making a video on it because I thought it would take a long time to get there, but well, had I known it was so early, we would have gotten this video years ago. But man, the mood is here, and it's not just in this level. This entire game is taking what should be such a clash of settings and really makes it something special that works. Almost makes it seem like these things should have been together from the beginning. But you know me, I love a classic ghost story and I love a haunted house. I like how it's taking every trope in the book and just playing it 100% straight for real horror. It's the kind of thing you almost catch yourself feeling silly for actually being creeped out by it, but that whole thing in the basement of walking through that laundry room first and then being told the story about it and having to walk right back. Not shown anything explicitly, but simply beckoned forward with that in our head, that was actually a brilliant scare. Or rather, a non-scare. 1,000,001 cliches, and that in the center. And so, not only does this level stand out in this game, but that scare stands out in this level. It feels like the whole thing is built around making that happen. Just giving you that moment of, I don't want to go look, even though I know I have to. Well, maybe we'll do more with this game at some point in the future, but this was all I wanted for now. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.